On the breakfast news this morning, Governor Soludo calls for collective efforts in developing the state. Anambra State Government commends participants of a public-private community partnership model. CBN explains exit of 1,000 workers from its employment. And on the foreign scene, Sweden begins its annual wolf hunt. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Anambra, here is wishing you the best of Christmas and the New Year as we look forward to a better 2025. Remember the reason for the season: do not relent in giving and sharing with your neighbors as we enjoy the season of love, peace and joy. Welcome to the Breakfast News this morning. My name is Chidima Oranwa. Governor Chukwuma Soludo says collective action will develop various Anambra communities evenly. Governor Soludo was speaking during the commissioning of 1.2 kilometers of road built by Ambassador Chinedu Okechukwu Okonkwo in Ojoto, Idemili South local government area. Government House correspondent Ejike Abana filed on this report.
According to the governor, with a collective action, a resilient and a prosperous society can be built, saying that government alone cannot do it, as strategic partnerships between the government, the private sector, and the community will ensure rounded development, while stating that one of the sterling virtues of Anambra is private enterprise. The governor celebrated such virtue of enterprise and giving back to the society. He expressed readiness to commission such projects anytime, even if it means cancelling some events, because it is about the people, and expressed strong excitement that Anambra are answering the call.
If every community can do 10, 20, 30, 40 kilometers of road in their communities, Anambra will be the dream, the Dubai that we all dream of, as it were. So to the glory of God, today, the 3rd day of January 2025, will commission this very important contribution of Chinedu Okechukwu Okonkwo. To God be the glory.
Amen. Ambassador.
Mr. Ndungwe Dozie has emerged the President General of Oboji Town Union after polling 152 votes against his opponent, Dr. Chidi Osoji, who scored 111 votes in a Kinley Town Union election. Other members of the executive are Mr. Ikenna Okafo, Secretary, Mr. Timothy Ebuchukwu Okonkwo, Treasurer, Mr. Samuel Okeke Ilosi, Financial Secretary, Udo Kanwokoye, Public Relations Officer, and Barrister Kensele Iyoko, Legal Advisor. Correspondent Ngozi Obileri has the details.
Administering oath of office on the newly elected officers, the chairman electoral committee, consisted by the Oboji community, Dr. Chi Nwafo, expressed happiness that the election conducted through secret ballot system went on seamlessly.
I delivered my job without fear or favor. Problems along the line that even at a point I wanted to back out, but due to the love for the community, I decided to put my life and go ahead.
In their various speeches, some stakeholders in the community, Mr. Chris Ezike, an Assistant Inspector General of Police retired, and Prince Neville Uchendo, expressed happiness that for once in their community, election has been conducted peacefully.
I am happy today that we have had a very seamless transition. Now that we have conquered normalcy, development is our next goal.
When you look around, everybody is smiling. There's no fighting. The mayor of Atlanta had demonstrated everything he can do to make sure that the Oboji is united, and I'm glad to be here today.
On behalf of the new school, the president, Mr. Nwedozie, pledged the commitment of his members to advance the cause of their community towards greatness.
I can tell you, and all of us can attest today, this election stands the test of time. More importantly, this is a secret balloting, and everybody that voted was happy for it.
From Oboji Town Hall in Orumba South Council area, I am Ngozi Obileri for ABS News.
Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo has commissioned an administrative block, renovated classrooms, a kitchen, and a refectory at Community High School, Akweze, and Ocha local government area. The facilities were built and donated by the chairman of Ide Ezani Nzekubwa Foundation, Chief Ikenna Okafor, during the 11th anniversary of the foundation, which was heralded with the Holy Mass at St. Michael's Parish, Akweze. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibota has detailed.
The executive governor of Anambra State, I hereby commission this administrative building of this institution to serve humanity and God in Jesus' name.
The Mass was officiated by the Catholic Bishop of Ekulobia Diocese, Peter Cardinal Obaleke. Represented by the Commissioner for Health, Dr. Famobidike, Governor Soludo lauded Chief Okafor for his philanthropic contributions through public-private community partnership model, describing Chief Okafor as a worthy son of Anambra State.
Education and agriculture. This is the thing also the governor is focusing on. Consecutively, what we are doing is going beyond our prayers.
In his remarks, Chief Okafor stated that education is the only gift one can give to someone that cannot be taken away, and that his goal is to ensure that no one in Akweze community is left uneducated.
We receive blessings from God to also be blessings to others. And that is why the foundation was instituted. And as I said at my opening remarks at the school, is now a tripod: education to drive away ignorance, health to ensure that the body is well, and the food to drive away hunger, because a hungry man is an angry man.
The senator representing Anambra Central Senatorial District, Senator Victor Ume, former Vice Chancellor Nnamdi Azikiwe University Oka, Professor Charles Simone, among others, described Chief Okafor as a rare breed who has turned the school into a university-like. Emmanuel Shibata for ABS News.
An almost beautiful damsel, Miss Ijoma Udemezwe, has won the star prize of 2 million naira and iPhone after being crowned Miss Ayamelum 2024 in the Medina edition of the pageantry. Miss Chidima Theresa, the first runner-up, went home with 1.5 million naira, while Miss Ujunwa Okoye, the second runner-up, went home with 1 million naira. And other consolation prizes during the event, which took place at Ibapo. Correspondent Chibuzo Obidike filed on this report.
The member representing Ayamelum constituency in Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Onyebuchi Udemezwe, praised the brain behind pageantry, Barrister Ebife Udesinachi, for the initiative.
That it is possible. I want us to encourage her, support her, such that by next year,
The convener, Barrister Udesinachi, said the event is aimed at empowering young girls and rediscovering themselves.
I want to use this avenue, this program and event to encourage young girls, to help them believe in themselves, and also to use this means to empower them to do whatever they want to do in life.
The chairman on the occasion, Engineer Celestine Achebe, and one of the sponsors, Mr. Pius Ogodeze, said the convener is an instrument in the unity of the communities.
We have beauty ladies, and from every indication, I think they are intelligent. They are ready to do themselves. That is why they come en masse to participate.
I'm so happy today that I made it to the final. I'll put on my efforts to make sure that the ladies are being brought up in a good way.
The Central Bank of Nigeria has again clarified that the 1,000 staff members who opted out of service in December 2024 were not forced to quit their jobs. The CBN governor, Olayemi Kadoso, stated this in Abuja at an investigative hearing of the House of Representatives ad hoc committee, probing the circumstances leading to the exit of the staff members and how the sum of 50 billion naira severance package for the affected persons was arrived at. Kadoso added that the affected persons opted to disengage through the voluntary early exit program with payment of full benefits. And on the foreign scene, Sweden began its annual wolf hunt this week, allowing nearly 10% of the endangered species population to be killed as conservationists raise concerns about the controversial policy. Since 2010, Sweden has allowed wolves to be hunted on a licensed quota basis. Conservationists say this goes against European Union law and have filed a complaint with the EU Commission, which has previously said it is accessing Sweden's compliance. It's part of the government's effort to drastically reduce the overall number of wolves in the country from a previous minimum population of 300 to a new minimum of 170. The minimum number under Sweden's Environmental Protection Agency is referred to as a favorable reference value. Over now to sports. Former world #1 Naomi Osaka reached her first final since 2022 as she swept aside unseeded American Alicia Parks at the Auckland Classic. The four-time Grand Slam champion from Japan won 6-4, 6-2 in another confidence boost ahead of the Australian Open starting on January 12 in Melbourne. Osaka was contesting her first semi-final since 2022, having taken a break from tennis and becoming a mother in 2023. She returned to the sport a year ago. And that's just about it on the news this morning. But before we go, remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page, follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Orca. Follow us on X at ABS Radio TV and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. A quick recap of our major stories. Governor Soludo has called for collective efforts in developing the state. Anambra State Government has commended participants of public-private community partnership model. CBN has explained the exit of 1,000 workers from its employment. Petroleum Forest in Sweden has begun its annual wolf hunt. And that's it on the news this morning. Many thanks for joining us. My name is Chidima Oranwa. Good morning.